Hola chicos, ¿qué tal personitas? Soy Hank, bienvenidos al capítulo 9 de Vampyr. Y bueno chicos, antes de nada tengo que pediros perdón porque el episodio que tendría que haberse subido hoy no se ha subido y estoy continuándolo por donde lo dejé. Y diré por qué. Pues porque cuando estaba grabando en el OBS, que es el programa que uso para grabar, pues lo tenía en la grabación de Fortnite. O sea que estaba grabando por el formato de Fortnite en vez de Vampyr. Entonces el juego solo se oía y no se veía. Sí, retraso mental. Y bueno chicos, voy a explicar, voy a poner una especie de resumen, pero os lo voy a explicar para que estéis al tanto de lo que pasó y os lo iré poniendo imágenes. Bueno, resulta que Lord Grave, según vimos terminando el último episodio, pues nos dijo que teníamos que ir solucionando problemas que estaban por la ciudad, monstruos, un montón de asesinatos desconocidos. Entonces habíamos ido a luchar contra varios bosses, varios jefazos, entre ellos estaba Priscilla y Roger McPherson, sí, dos bosses a la vez. Y resulta que el marido de esa pareja pues le estaba poniendo los cuernos a su mujer con Doris Fletcher, que es la mujer que les convirtió en Scars o en vampiros, otras cosas más feas que el copón. Después fuimos a ver a Elsa Murlavey, que es otra que ha convertido a Doris Fletcher, que estaba enferma mental y se encargó de matar a toda su familia. Era una mansión enorme y estaban todos muertos. Y en la carta decía que les ha invitado tanto a Priscilla, o sea, a la familia McPherson, como a Elsa Murlavey a su teatro para ver su audición. Entonces ya nos enteramos de eso y fuimos a ver a Doris Fletcher a su teatro, ya que es una actriz y tal, y estaba metiendo gritos y tal, y hemos peleado contra bastantes de sus súbditos hasta que por fin nos enfrentemos a ella y la hemos derrotado. He de decir que tenía un brazo mutante, que lo dije en el propio vídeo, que me recordaba bastante a Resident Evil. Lo dicho, después de derrotarla volvimos otra vez al Club Ascalon y hablamos otra vez con Lord Redgrave, que nos dijo que teníamos que convertir en vampiro a un señor llamado Dawson, que es un político muy importante, y que lo que quería Lord Redgrave era como tener más libertad para poder derrotar a los malos de la propia ciudad, ¿no? Entonces por aquí lo hemos dejado. Tenemos que ir a visitar a Dawson, que dicen que es un político muy malo, que si se convierte en vampiro la va a liar parda, demasiado parda. Entonces vamos a ver qué pasa, a ver si podemos evitarlo. Vamos a intentarlo a toda costa, evitar convertirlo en vampiro, porque se puede liar bastante parda, como ya he dicho. Así que vamos allá. No sé si me habré explicado bien, espero que sí. Tenemos que ir a hacerle una visitilla. Para que no nos pase como con el cura este que se puso a matar a la gente como si fuera no hubiera un mañana. Mira, se parece un montón a la que era la mujer de la familia McPherson. Para que os hagáis una idea, aunque ya la habréis visto en las imágenes que os he puesto. Cada vez que lo pienso, sí, también explota. Cada vez que pienso que he estado ahí 3 horas para nada, tío. Pero bueno, así pues vamos adelantando un poco el juego, ¿no? vida tenía. Hostia, este tío aquí. Ya como veis, esto nos lo cargamos ya más fácil. Gracias, porque gracias a Dios ya hemos subido de puto nivel, que lo agradezco. A ver, voy a intentar hacer el ataque este. Lo malo es que este ataque tarda 80 segundos en surtir efecto. Bueno, 80 segundos, no 100 segundos directamente. Un montón de velas por aquí.
I think this passage could lead me close to Aloysius Dawson's mansion.
Ahora tengo que ir donde haya malos, hay que ir.
This is my territory. You're mine.
El nivel 30,
Feeble. You're bleeding. Gotcha. You cannot win this. Stupid newborn. This is my territory. Gotcha.
a tomar por culo, hombre. Vaya mierda de experiencia que me ha dado, Nivel 30 y un nivel 22, vaya mierda de experiencia, Pero un momento, tengo que salir porque he visto que podía coger cosas ahí fuera. Nadie puede entrar o salir de la zona de cuarentena sin presentar un permiso escrito emitido por los solidarios sanitarios locales. Ninguna persona, a excepción de los empleados autorizados de diálogo sanitario, pueda modificar, destruir o retirar este cartel. Cualquier violación de la presente regulación será sancionada. Quitaré lo de que he leído eso, porque eso creo que es un montón de lado. Qué sitio más tenebroso, nene. A ver, voy a meterme por los otros caminos a ver si me dan algún objeto o algo. Botella de alcohol y ya estaría. ¿No hay nadie por aquí?
I cannot enter.
Call up, enter.
No one can hide from Ascalon. Ascalon! No one can hide from Ascalon! Die, newborn!
Ascalon de mierda.
Traitor! No one can hide from Ascalon! I will crush you! Die, newborn!
Ahí está. Vale, vamos a leer lo que nos ha dado. A ver, ¿cómo se lee eso? Aquí. Del dragón. No me acuerdo cuál me ha dado. La violencia de... creo que es este, ¿no? Pueden ser derrotados del mismo modo. Creo que esto no es, creo que es esto. De entre muchos viajes, creo que el que más me sorprendió fue el recorrido por las islas mediterráneas, en especial la isla de Santorini, en busca de pistas de presencia de vampiros y atracción apañada por el sol. El propio Heródoto hace referencia a la isla en su cuarto libro, y estoy personalmente convencido de que aún son muchos los misterios por resolver en esta parte del mundo. ¿Quién sabe que incluso hoy en día la isla de Santorini sigue siendo considerada por algunos como el lugar más infestado de vampiros del mundo? Muchos más probabilidades son mayor cantidad. Bueno, lo dejo así y ya lo voy leyendo. ser que tenga que salir, pero yo creo que no.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked, alright.
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Vale, ya está arriba, pero no puedo abrir la puerta. Ahora. Bueno, supongo que antes no me habrá dejado porque estaba demasiado alto. Y el juego no está programado para eso, baby.
believe I'm doing this.
Supongo que salvar a una tía.
Are you from us?
Disgusting arsehole! Vampire will never be your wife! How long are you gonna keep me locked in here?
Chico. No puedo esquivar eso.
Disgusting arsehole! Vampire will never be your wife!
¿Eso no se puede esquivar?
Let me go, you bastard! How long are you gonna keep me locked in here?
No se puede esquivar eso. ¿Qué cojones estoy? ¿Qué se ve? Eso salió fuera. Bueno, chicos, eso lo mandaré a tomar por culo, tío. Fíjate, se queda ahí encerrado lo que quiera. Ya cuando tenga más experiencia pues volveré. Sí que me dejan volver, claro. Martín de la iglesia. What the fuck? Espera un momento.
I still hear
You're doing here at this late hour?
I'm conducting an investigation about the epidemic in this part of town.
And who are you, sir?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed from the Pembroke Hospital. May I ask who you are? And why all the questions?
I'm Detective Inspector Charles Albright from Scotland Yard. And I don't find your answers convincing. What is a Pembroke doctor doing in the West End at this time of night?
I work for the Ascalon Club. Here is my permit to go freely about the city.
The Ascalon Club? You should have said so, sir. I must warn you, these streets are dangerous, and you'd better be careful.
Do you know anything in particular about a man called Aloysius Dawson?
Who doesn't know the man? I think he intervened personally to put an end to the police strike of last August.
What else can you tell me about him?
Aloysius Dawson's exactly the kind of powerful and influential man who could commit murder and get away with it, with just one phone call.
Goodbye, Detective Inspector Albright.
Goodbye, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Es un escondite. Sí. Bueno, voy a enseñarle nuevas habilidades. Vaya ojos, tío. A ver, estado de cuerpo, habilidad física 100%. La verdad que lo que me interesa es subir al máximo esto. No solo al máximo voy a subir otras cosas, pero la verdad que lo que más me interesa es que tenga un ataque físico al máximo. Esta era la chica que estaba abajo, ¿no? Pues ya está muerta. Ya no puedo salvarla. Pero es que no soy rival para él. Si se me aguanta ahí. Vale, pero es que... Jodido. No puedo aprender más de estas tres cosas. Si alguno lo sabe, que me lo diga, ¿vale? Vamos a ver.
Good evening, sir. I am Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need my help?
Yes, please. Would you be kind enough to tell me what the time is?
That's all you need to know.
Well, is it not important to know? As important as where you are? Or who you are?
I suppose you're right. And who are you then, sir?
I am Agamemnon Baker. Like my brother, I think we need to leave this city immediately. And my brother and I rarely agree on anything.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
You should ask that question to my brother instead. Personally, I've not seen Aloysius for many years.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. Can I be of assistance?
Dr. Reed? Dr. Reed?
Is there anything wrong?
No, it's just... Your name sounds familiar. And your face. Have we met before?
I think I would remember. So I suppose the answer is no.
That's odd. I'm certain I've already heard of you. My name is Pericles Baker. Does that mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not, sir. But it's a pleasure to meet you anyway.
The pleasure is mine, I guess. I only wish I could remember when it was that we met.
What can you tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
I've heard this is a man who has searched for his place in the world for a long time. I hope he found it.
Goodbye. Good evening, Miss Price. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you remember me?
Dr. Reed? Yes, of course. You are the doctor who healed me and my mum. Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Good to see you too, Carol. Are you all right?
Oh, yes. I did not hurt myself recently. I know how to take care of myself now. I'm almost a grown-up.
Have you ever met the famous Aloysius Dawson?
Yes. A very strange man. Not very nice.
What do you mean?
He said he was ready to pay good money for rare books, and then laughed at what we showed him.
Goodbye, Carol.
Good morning. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Miss Price. How are you tonight?
Dr. Reed, I didn't know you had returned from the war. I had a new doctor when you left, but he's not as kind as you.
Always glad to see a former patient in good condition. It's been a long time.
Too long indeed. And as a token of my appreciation, I'll grant you the best price if you fancy buying anything from my humble shop.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson?
Everybody knows him. He's only been to my shop once, though, looking for rare books and other intriguing antiques.
Did he buy something from you?
No, he left quickly. He almost laughed at my goods. Mr. Dawson may be a rich man, but you can't buy good manners.
But isn't Aloysius Dawson known for his philanthropy?
That was before his brother Robert died in an aeroplane crash. Since then, the remaining twin has turned into a heartless tycoon.
Goodbye for now, Miss Price.
I hope you can stay a little longer.
It's locked.
conocimiento perdido. Precisamente lo que debemos comprender lo que son y a veces quiénes son para poder alcanzar una mejor comprensión mutua. Recuerda la entrevista con Titus Flavius Josephus. Como cada una de las elegidas palabras estaban fluidas hacia la en sus corazones cada vez que lo leíamos. Es tan criminal como estéril.
Jonathan Reed. At last we meet. The cards warned me you would visit tonight.
I beg your pardon, sir. Do I know you?
Of course you do. Our mutual friend, Dr. Swansea, can't speak highly enough of you. My name is Usher. Usher Talltree.
You are the leader of the Brotherhood, are you not?
Primate of the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, to be precise. I'm really glad we met tonight. I love it when the cards tell me a truth.
The cards told you to expect me.
Yes, they tell me everything. They told me that you struggle hard not to take too many lives.
Is there anything you could tell me about Aloysius Dawson?
Aloysius Dawson. Yes, of course. We met on several occasions. With time, he got deeper and deeper into the occult.
He's not the only one. It's been quite the fashion for several decades. The Golden Dawn, for instance, is just one example.
True. Aloysius was a member of the Golden Dawn until 1900. Then his thirst for dark knowledge grew. I'm talking forbidden texts, readings which blackened his heart.
Goodbye, sir.
I rarely wander, yet it amuses me to converse with your kind.
Le fastidia.
Never lie, but they are never easy to read.
Lisa, can't let you through. Come on now. I shall fear no evil. We have a killer. Watch out. It's fast.
Estoy mirando a ver si hay objetos, ¿vale? Vale, vamos por dentro. Era vacía.
Dawson's mansion. Here I am at last. But the question remains, am I ready to make a dying man my progeny?
Exactamente. De hecho, le dijo Redgrave que lo convertiremos en nuestro progenitor. Ya veremos, ahora se supone que hemos hablado con toda la gente de la zona. Debería de darnos esta vez la opción que no nos deja marcarla con el cura. Supongo que está arriba, ¿vale? Por ahora más.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked, all right. Aquí está.
Finally you're here, Dr. Reed. What took you so long?
I had to pass several of your barricades and outposts to access your mansion, sir.
Death, pestilence surround us, and time is against me.
I see you've gathered some of the most expensive, albeit experimental, blood transfusion equipment available. All this could be so useful in a hospital.
Yes, yes. Since Lord Redgrave sent me a doctor to perform my conversion, I thought you might find some of these devices useful.
Most thoughtful. But tonight I'm not here as a physician.
But I feel reassured that a specialist, such as yourself, would help me to escape the Reaper.
Very well. But before I proceed, I have a few questions for you.
If you must, but be quick, for I don't have much time left in this life.
First of all, I need to be sure that you know exactly what is going to happen to you, sir.
I can assure you I'm as informed as any man can be. I have planned for this moment, Dr. Reed. Planned very carefully.
Sir, I'm going to end your life. Do you not wish to discuss the procedure for even a minute?
I don't have a minute to indulge in idle chatter. I can't feel my legs. And the cold, so cold.
I will become your maker. Do you understand what that means?
Well, I certainly won't consider you my liege, or some such drivel. You can be assured of that.
You'll need to feed on warm blood. Blood from mortals. How do you feel about that?
I'm rich, Dr. Reed, and powerful. I'm sure I'll be able to acquire all the blood I need without ever having to sully my own hands.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
What I do know is that I'll crush anyone or anything that would dare to oppose me.
Let's move on, then.
Please, I'm cold and tired. I feel my life waning with every moment.
But first, before you embrace immortality, what would you do with such a gift?
That's a rather impertinent question, Dr. Reed. And I will do as I please.
Answer me all the same. What will your first action be as an immortal?
To save London. I will finance the most efficient quarantine ever seen. I will build a wall that will separate the sick boroughs from the healthy ones.
You really plan to build a quarantine wall across London?
Yes, it will be tall and strong, separating the wheat from the chaff.
Let me guess. You mean to isolate the rich from the poor?
This is a desperate measure for desperate times. England must prevail, Doctor, no matter the cost.
By doing so, you will also create 2 separate prisons.
Come, sir. An eminent doctor like yourself knows that such radical measures have proved efficient in the past.
Quarantine is not a bad idea, medically speaking. But I'm convinced this epidemic will not be contained by mere walls.
As long as the right people are on the right side of the wall, that's all that matters.
But you can't guarantee infection will not spread. Just one contagious carrier would be enough to create an apocalypse.
The apocalypse is already knocking at the gate. We must be strong now.
What if a new outbreak happens inside your walls? You'll have created a giant trap.
That won't happen. As long as we dispose of anyone that is contaminated as soon as they are spotted.
Who gave you the right to decide the fate of thousands of people?
My money. My money and my pending immortality gives me the needed authority, Doctor. I'm a businessman. I'm used to tough decisions.
I've heard enough. It's time to proceed.
At last. All right, do what you have to do. If it hurts, so be it. I've been preparing such a long time for this.
Espera un momento.
Listen to me, Aloysius Dawson. You will forget your fear of dying, for it has poisoned your mind and made you bitter and ruthless since the death of your twin brother.
You don't understand. Death is oblivion, the eternal void. I know there's nothing there. I saw it in Robert's empty eyes. I saw myself in that coffin.
Death is painful for those who remain, not for those who have passed. All that occult gibberish you filled your head with has made you forget this simple truth.
No! Death will not claim me. I have the power and the money. I've acquired the arcane knowledge needed. I believe there is magic, there are dark forces. You will provide me my extension.
Your ignorance makes you a fool. You have no idea. Look at me. Hunted like a beast. My family lost, cursed. I have not escaped death. I have become it.
No, there must be a way. I don't want to go like my brother did. I have money, lots of money.
Money won't ease your mind. I know you used to be a good and generous man. So I offer you the gift of peace, Aloysius. The tranquility of a true death.
I accept your offer. And I understand. No more fear. I will die a man of dignity. And a man at peace.
Is it done, Dr. Reed? Is Aloysius Dawson reborn as expected?
I'm afraid Mr. Dawson finally chose to embrace life and death as a mortal.
What do you mean?
He has overcome his fear of dying. I let him rest and wait for death to come.
What? This is unacceptable. Go back there. and make him the powerful Ekon he's destined to be.
No, Lord Redgrave. As a doctor and as an immortal, I can't. If you wish to make him your progeny, then proceed on your own.
This is an outrage beyond words. This is betrayal, pure and simple. I should kill you on the spot. You swore on William Marshall's blood.
Well, get rid of me then.
From now on, you're an outcast. Banished. You are forbidden to ever appear in front of us again. Ascalon will smite you on sight, and your heart will be thrown to the rats.
I'll leave you then. Have fun with your puppets and shadow plays, Lord Redgrave.
Yes, go, traitor, and take that awful creature, that counterfeit of a woman I saw waiting for you, and be gone!
LOL. Se ha enfadado,
We meet again at the strangest of times, young Ekon. So do you serve the Earl of Bristol now?
Old Bridget. What are you doing here?
Your friend, the wise Ekon. She sent me to warn you.
Did anyone see you? It's a long way from the dock sewers, and hunters are patrolling the streets here.
Who said I took the streets? How do you think I survived for centuries in this city without ever being seen? I know all her secrets.
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
She came to us in the sewers in search of answers. Just as you did.
What kind of answers did you give her?
I knew nothing of your maker, but we talked. We talked a lot. Her words and ideas are captivating. It is no surprise that you like her. I like her too.
Lady Ashbury in the sewers? Now that's a sight I wish I'd seen.
She said she was your friend, and that she sought the identity of your maker. So I answered her questions.
Lady Ashbury? You know her? Tell me what's going on.
The lady approached me but a few nights ago, wanting to meet the sewer skulls. Once she questioned Harriet Jones. She agreed to help us.
Harriet Jones is still with you then? How is she doing?
Harriet remains angry, but is recovering slowly. Her mind is twisted, but at least her body is healing.
Tell me what is going on.
The lady asked us to keep an eye on your mortal doctor friend while you were away. We spotted the hunters. They were discussing plans to attack tonight.
Wait! Slow down! I need to ask you something.
I'm listening, but I do not have time to waste, so be quick.
Where is Lady Ashbury right now?
She said she will go home. She needed to speak with some old friends first, though. Do not worry, young Ekon. She is no fool, and just as strong as you.
Why do I feel like Lord Redgrave was particularly irritated to see you? Far more so than the average Skull, if I may say.
Because I used to know him quite well, and he is afraid I may remember who he really is.
You're Elizabeth's informant. You're the one who told her about Lord Redgrave's lies regarding his lineage.
Yes, but my words were not meant to hurt or threaten. I simply told the story of the sewer skulls, and of so many other forgotten children.
How did Elizabeth find you?
She presented herself humbly at our gate, and asked if we knew of any ancestral vampires hiding in London. She asked about Ascalon. She asked about many things.
What do you think of her?
Her soul is good, yet tainted with a deep sadness, and the scars of ancient wounds. Time does that to us immortals, for we have so much to dwell upon.
Why did she come to you?
I am old Bridget, the buried memory of the city. She sought the silent truths. Truths I have kept hidden for so long.
No time to lose, then. I must go there right away.
I shall return to my den. Have you a message for the lady? Should I see her before you?
Yes. Tell her I love her.
Is this still unknown to her? Go now and take care, young Ekon, for the flames are rising.
Qué bonito, tío. Ahora vamos al escondite. Vamos a subir lo que tenemos para mejorar de experiencia y lo dejamos por hoy. Que quiero seguir subiendo esto, tío. Más de sangre, no está mal. Vale, chicos, pues vamos a dejarlo por aquí. A ver, muerte de Louis Dawson, un vecino altamente respetado. Hostia, que ha muerto tú. Se trata ni más ni menos de un confundido director de la empresa. Pues no era político, era director de la empresa Dawson. Pues me empana cuando lo explicó el Redgrave. Hay un secreto de la salud que no había recibido. Javier, pues algo que lo recordamos, había desaparecido por completo de todo evento social de la trágica muerte de su hermano gemelo. Louis Dawson, un hombre que gozaba de una gran influencia, era también coleccionista de ácido y un filántropo entregado. Recientemente había lanzado una campaña donde promovía un plan muy atrevido para el que salvar a Londres de la gripe española. Quería levantar un muro de cuarentena a los salados distritos y contener la epidemia. Pero tan solo unas horas antes de deceso, el gobernante decidió cancelar la construcción de su dicho y lo que es aún más sorprendente, el funcionario de Londres recibieron grandes cantidades de dinero y los dispensarios de África de menor tamaño recibieron una serie de donaciones educativas. ¿Significa esto que ahora un hombre conocido por su fortaleza y maneras recibió la gracia divina en sus últimos momentos? Quién sabe, solo sabemos con certeza una cosa: en toda la ciudad, gracias a la generosidad tardía del empresario, se han restablecido las existencias de suministros médicos y la tasa de mortalidad se ha visto reducida sólidamente en las últimas 24 horas. No hay duda de que ciertos ciudadanos agradecidos acudieron al camposanto de Saint Mary para acompañar en su último viaje a su benefactor. Muy bien, te has portado muy bien, Aloysius. Vale, chicos, vamos a dejarlo por aquí. Espero que os haya gustado. Si os ha dejado un like, un comentario, podéis suscribiros si forma parte de esta familia de personitas, darle a la campanita para no perder ninguno de los vídeos y nos vemos la semana que viene con otro episodio más de Vampyr. Chao.